Attaboy, to put hair in your... Oh my god! Oh my god, we're going to the moon, Green! Are you watching this? We're going to the moon! Oh my god, dude, it just blew up. Again!
What to do though? I just wanted to make legitimate fettuccine Alfredo.
Ooh, dude.
I spent like $50 on the ingredients for that alone today.
Oh, I've been there, I've done that.
Got like 2-year aged Parmesan cheese. And it's real good, freshly made Alfredo or whatever, like all this shit, the legitimate European butter, all this shit. And I was gonna do that. I was gonna make it with Jennifer, but then because I was the tire shit took so long before it, I kind of fucked that up. And then she's like, I don't know, we'll see, maybe later. Which really just means she's just gonna do what she wants. You know, yeah. I'm just gonna stop. You know what? Fuck the bitches. I mean, yeah. I'm probably gonna keep fucking Jennifer because, you know, she just got tested, I just got tested, and we're all good. But it's just like, which is crazy because I hate Jennifer. But this bitch makes me love Jennifer.
Yeah.
Jennifer was a good bitch the whole time.
Oh my, she never asked me for a dime. Yeah. Never asked me for a dime.
Dude, women will fucking use you. She got you to come over just because she knew she needed money for that bill.
Oh,
she knew she wasn't gonna, you were fucking gonna be a sucker and just give it to her. She wasn't gonna fucking do nothing.
She was $297 overdue. She was already 3 bills behind. Is her phone bill?
Jesus Christ.
She was like, they're gonna cut it off in like 5 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck? So then that's the thing. She was watching that timer anyway. Yeah. Oh my god. I hate that bitch.
Well, you gotta keep talking to her now, because you gotta get $300 of fucking ass out of her.
Big Green.
I just what did I say? Honestly, if I just wasn't losing so bad, if I wasn't on a losing streak, I would have just kept.
Fucking War Thunder, mother.
I should have told you this morning when you were on that it's Friday the 13th or everything.
You know, Green.
I forgot to tell you.
Oh my god, I gotta just. Oh my god. Alright. Whatever. Fuck it. I still got no money, goddamn. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. How do you take a sticker off really well?
Using a spray bottle that has an alcohol mixed solution and using a razor blade.
Okay. I think I got both of those.
What stick are you taking?
So I just bought this module for the Jeep. It's like $20. And I can just send it back with... The only thing that's different is the stickers. So I can just send back the old one with the new one stickers.
Yeah.
Do a return.
I did it. I satisfied the hierarchy. What the fuck? Do you see this, guys? Look at this.
I'm also also going to return the transfer case motor because that's
Really?
basically what it fixed. Yeah, I have that on the way. I'm already going to return that. But...
Billionaire.
And then, what the fuck? Or not Facebook. Amazon wants to use face detection now?
Yeah. Yep.
The fuck do they want my face for?
They all want face detection, dude.
They never needed it before?
Dude, it's so funny, there's a, do you know there's a sniper at every major football game?
Yep.
Like,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
some
yeah.
fucking nest. And fucking, that's crazy.
Constantly
But I
waiting.
think, yeah, I think it's funny that, like, whenever people do those, like, the cams of, like, this guy looks like fucking Ralph from Simpsons. This guy looks like Jessica Alba. This guy looks like fucking whoever, and it's, like, scanning the whole crowd and then running it through algorithms to see what character they look like or what, famous pop star they look like or whatever. But literally every single person's face is being deep scanned at the football game. Every
Jesus
single
Christ.
one. And then they just pick a funny way to express it by like, this guy looks like Jack Black. Ha ha ha, let's put him on the big jumbo cam. But really, every fucking person's face has been deep scanned, cross-analyzed with, everything. It's fucking crazy, man. And then, like, at the end, it's like, here's 10 funny lookalikes in your crowd of 50,000 people, And then they bring it up on the Jumbotron. The guy in third row A seating looks like fucking, Tony Bennett. And it's just some old guy with the same shape of a picture on Google as Tony Bennett. The shape of his face and the same color hair. And the AI fucking goes through and, makes recommendations on who they can say looks like somebody. But that shit's wild. But yeah, it'd be interesting to be like, yeah, I'm the sniper for the Dallas Cowboys. Just lay in the Eagles nest at the top of the fucking
And it is
stadium.
perfect for that. It is perfect for that. Like, you got... Because, like, every target would have to run upstairs or downstairs.
Yeah,
you can't
or
run down.
yeah.
Or, there's really no high mobility route for anybody.
No.
Like,
unless they're trying to
set
snipe
distances. So it's like you got dope on everybody. You got distance on. You got it's honestly the best setup. Like, but the only thing that makes it terrible is if you had to spot somebody in a big one, like, because what is it? Dallas Stadium. I mean, they can fit like 50,000 or 30 or 50,000. Either way, that's a lot of fucking faces to scan. But if you got AI helping you, where it's like if you get any kind of target and any kind of identity, even if it's just like green hair, all right, now you've narrowed it down to the 30 motherfuckers in the whole stadium with green hair. And prosecuting targets becomes a matter of seconds when back in the day. Because I know SEAL Team 5 and it's particularly Navy SEALs that get that assignment for some fucking reason. I believe Delta does it sometimes, but it's generally speaking a special forces, snipers, because they're the only ones who operate weapon systems that even could be applied to something like that.
Yeah.
But usually it's like reserve special forces, so like the reserve Green Berets, states SEALs like SEAL Team 5. They'll be the ones who take those assignments. And then if none of them are available, then obviously SWAT snipers. But or HRT. But yeah, it's like I remember seeing that. I remember seeing I think it was like a video of like Chris Power. There was some SEAL team doing a briefing and they were just kind of explaining like, yeah, it's super intense, like, but they were trying to they were kind of painting it in this like, positive light. But I was like, yo, what? You guys are just ready to I mean, I get it, like it's this, security thing, but like, it's like, how do you, like, what? I guess it makes sense because of the angles. You get what I mean? Because from the field, obviously there is no, like, it's crossfire no matter what. Like, if you hit someone, that round is going to go through and hit someone else. Period. There's no way to not hit two people at least.
Yeah, didn't that happen at the Trump rally?
Yeah, but these guys are elevated.
Yeah.
They're sitting up there by the jumbotron or whatever. Why do they call it a jumbotron, by the way?
Isn't it like because it's like multiple TVs? No.
Yeah, but what's the Tron? Like, why jumbotron? Anyway, whatever. But they're sitting up there, so yeah, all their ships are hitting concrete. Like, you're hitting your target, and you're hitting maybe someone's foot at the worst. You know, so it's like, I get it.
Yeah.
I don't like it though. I don't like it. Yeah. They're just passively collecting on us everywhere. Anywhere people pass up.
That guy shot the dude in New York City, right? And it's like, they fucking, the CEO shooting or whatever.
Yeah, they had a quarter of his face.
Yeah, they had a quarter of his face, and they were able to track his movements through all of the closed circuit cameras, all the way back, like backtrack it to his bank, backtrack it to him taking subways, backtrack it, like they were able to go back in time and just look at all the cameras.
He didn't change clothes. He did not treat that smart.
No, he didn't do nothing. He didn't go down any blind alleyways, change cars, nothing, dude.
But what's also crazy is we got all that. We got this guy's whole fucking life. And I'm not even looking into it, but there's just so many posts about it. I passively know about this guy's whole life online within 2 days of the shooting. But, well, not 2 days of the shooting, but 2 days of them, catching him. But old boy in Pennsylvania, Trump shooter.
Yeah.
You have to subpoena the fucking the Secret Service just to get anything about the guy beyond his mugshot. Because they're not the ones who talked about him being in that BlackRock commercial.
Oh that fucking guy.
Yeah, they never talked about that. They never brought that up in court or in front of Congress. I mean, sure, that might have been a coincidence. But what about that tape of him meeting with a BlackRock employee in like a...
Well, yeah, they had all his, he had like encrypted fucking chats and shit. There's a lot of fishy shit going on, dude.
Why was his house immaculate?
Yeah, and the house was like totally cleaned like by spooks. Fucking nuts, man. It's crazy out there.
Yeah, God damn it.
Yeah, shit. Dude, I can't believe you gave that girl $30 and just fucking sat there and brought her food. That's fucking out of control.
No. I only paid $100. I only paid $100, but still.
Yeah. Did you send her text like, yo, when we getting together next? Like, what day?
What day? Green Fox, I'm not fucking around, dude. He's like, yo, what's up?
What day works for you?
Yeah, what day works for you?
No, I'm gonna get my money back. Oh, I'm gonna get my money back.
Oh yeah.
I ain't gonna let her. I ain't gonna let that slip.
Bring some fucking, let some coconut oil slip. All right.
Cause yeah, I feel so bad.
I bet, dude.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck?
Getting ready to lay it down, dude. Lay it down, son. She's lucky.
I wanted to just get up and walk out right then. The movie was shit anyway.
Yeah, some shitty movie. That sounds like the worst time. Dude.
I know. I just like, what the fuck?
I was gonna bring you fucking wings, watch some fucking shitty movie, didn't want to watch it, and fucking paying your bill, and it wasn't even worth it. Yeah.
And put up with your shit fucking roommate. Yeah, there's 8
Yeah.
cats in the house, by the way.
Oh, jeez.
2 of them in
Oh
there.
my god.
Green Fox is like, this is out of
And listen,
control.
Crazy cat lady. She could have paid her bill if she wasn't feeding so many fucking cats, I'll tell you that much.
Right, well, no, that's the thing. Only 2 of the cats are hers, but it's like 'cause she's a roommate or whatever, but the roommate has the other 6, and that bitch doesn't do anything. And she just admitted she doesn't. All she does is watch Family Feud and other TV shows and sit there and get fat.
This is no good.
I kept
This is no good.
I kept looking up at the fucking, like, she tried so hard to carry a conversation, but the conversation was about careers. And she didn't really have anything to say about that. And it just got to the point where she was like, yeah, you know, I'm kind of crazy cat lady, just a little bit.
The girl you're talking to or the roommate?
And I'm talking to some fat cats, bro. These cats are even way better than me.
Oh no.
These motherfuckers, those are some of the fattest cats I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Multiple fat cats?
Bro, there was not a single slim one in the house.
You can't have multiple fat cats. That's not good.
6 out of them. I saw 6 out of all the cats, and all of them were fat.
What?
Like,
It sounds like you need to start a no ma'am branch, local branch.
That's all she does. She just sits there, and when she keeps pointing up at shit, and she really doesn't need to do that.
She points at you? That's just that's weird.
She points, like, she uses her hands to express herself. Whatever.
Oh yeah, I do that too. I'm a little retarded.
Well, no, it's that she has bat wings, like, bigger than, like, most bodybuilders' triceps. Like, it's like, but it's just fat. It's just hanging. It's just fucking dangling, fucking walrusy. Not like, you know what I mean? Like, flubber.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
just
you can
blubber.
tell where her arm is. Like,
It doesn't end.
Yeah, it's just disgusting, dude. And I was so distracted by it. I was trying so hard not to look at it, but I couldn't, like, stop. I just wanted to tell her, please stop putting your hands.
Stop! Stop!
But, like, it was just, oh my god, you know what? Maybe I deserve it. I'm so fucking stupid. I'm so fucking stupid. I'm so fucking stupid. But yeah, I should have just stayed inside. That was the fucking worst. That was just... I need to make a YouTube channel just to talk about these things. Because it's just shit you can't... Like, I didn't even really want a life this interesting and frustrating. But since I got it... I mean, I feel like that's the only way to turn this into a net positive. Is to just... document it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyway, whatever. I'm still mad, but I'm trying to forget.
Yeah.
Is there a way for me to play War Thunder in bed?
Steam Deck? Steam Deck. Dude, I thought you of all people would be down with the Steam Deck technology.
I am. I love it. I mean, I was like big into the PSP when that was the new hotness. That was the best, dude. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
PSP was fantastic, and they're actually getting back into handhelds to kind of deal with Nintendo. So we'll see what they do.
Well, they have that thing where it's just kind of like a PlayStation Steam Deck.
Ah. Oh, have you seen that on the Razer Kinshi, and it's like a phone thing that goes over your phone?
What?
And you can do like your PlayStation game or networks that you have or something. I
No,
have it on.
This one's like it's like a handheld that Sony's been selling. I think it's been out for about a year, and it's everybody thought that it was like a new PSP, but it should be. But yeah, it just like streams from your console or something like it's like so. You remember how I've been playing whatchamacalls it? God damn. Space Marines 2?
Yeah, I like that one.
NVIDIA. I use NVIDIA Now is what it's called.
Yeah.
And basically, it's so good. The latency's so low. So that it's like it's 3 plans. There's a free $10 and $20 a month. The $20 a month is like a 4070 rig, but it's like a rig that's built around the 4070. Everything runs super fast. You get more bandwidth. You get the stream in 4K. Yada yada yada. The $10 is what I did, which is like you stream at 1080, 60 frames, and you get a 3060.
Yeah.
Rig. And yeah, it is. It's totally fine. Like I love it. It looks great. It's like I play campaign, I can play multiplayer, and still get like winning streaks. Like through a decent size of the population, I get lower. I usually have lower latency than most of. Like I usually have around 20 compared to everybody else in there. Like most people will have like 50 plus, and I'll have like 20, 25, 30 at the most. And it's fucking amazing. So like I end up, I have a good time in there. And yeah, I beat people. Like, you remember how in older games, like it was like host had the best ping? It's basically like that. Wow. Even though I'm playing online with my controller input lag included in that. And it's fucking amazing. It's just the best. It's literally the fucking best. And you can play it from like anything. Anything that you can install NVIDIA Now on, you can play it from. You basically just need a good enough like NIC card or whatever. And so I'm trying to. I think what I'm gonna do. But the thing is like my bedroom is the furthest away from the router. So like all the signals in here are shit. It has to be wired. Yep, that's the only dilemma. Also, I feel like I got a rash on my fucking neck or something.
That's not good.
I don't even feel like getting up to go check it out.
Let's go.
If you could keep your memories and reset your life back to only one time, though, you have to pick an instant. What would it be?
Take your memories back? Like wipe your memories back to a certain
No, you keep your memories. You know everything you know now, and you can go back, but you can only do it one time.
Fucking run it back, dude. Fucking, I'm talking like 3rd grade, 5th grade.
5th grade? What?
Yeah, dude. Fucking, I'm talking like just Bruce Wayne billionaire status by just knowing about 9/11. Just
knowing about fucking the Seahawks winning.
Just knowing the Seahawks, just putting all the money you have.
What year was that again? 2015 or 16?
Dude,
I would still lose.
I would go to Vegas and bet on Lance Armstrong.
Yep.
I would go to Vegas and bet
Tyson
on fucking,
throughout the 90s.
Who's the weed smoking fucking swimmer guy?
Phelps.
Michael
Phelps. Yeah.
Michael Phelps. I'll be like, I'll put everything on Michael Phelps
Yeah,
because he won like 10 gold medals in a row, you know, or whatever it was. Fucking, I don't know very many details about thing, but I would invest all my money in Apple, iPhone, fucking Bitcoin at the beginning when it cost like 2 cents a Bitcoin. Just buy like hundreds.
Oh, I would
of them.
buy like hundreds of them if I could go back, dude.
Sit on them in the crypto, you know.
Sell it.
Key,
Oh yeah.
say, you'd have like 20.
You could be a billionaire by now. 4.4 billion.
Yeah.
Easy.
Easy. You would want that prep time. You would say, "Fuck it, I'll take a couple years of having my parents tell me what to do."
Yeah.
Knowledge, and just like spend years writing memoirs of everything you can remember. And it's like, dude, you could go everything from like prophetic fucking like war stuff, like fucking election results, fucking from like Obama to fucking
just betting on Obama winning, dude. Nobody would have thought of that.
fucking everything, man. Like from preventing fucking massive tragedies, like
iPhone, putting all the money to Apple to put onto iPhone.
He said that already. But I guess like the outbreak of Ebola when that happened, or COVID even.
Yeah, you could do some shit like go back and like find like Jean Benet Ramsey right before she fucking gets.
Oh no, dude! It was her mom and dad.
Fuck. Call the cops. Yeah. They show up right at the right time. But if you're like, I'd say like 80% of the population probably couldn't remember what happened last year, let alone any specific dates or anything. They wouldn't know the term 9/11, but like they'd just be some crazy screaming person in the streets.
Oh shit!
You'd have to be a billionaire like Elon Musk to even have years of people to influence to do something about something. You know, so like you'd have to go the money route. You'd have to be Biff from Back to the Future 2 and just place a bunch of sporting bets, become a billionaire. Then people will actually listen to you, and you talk about stuff.
That's even if they don't time copy you, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I think about this kind of stuff a lot because, like, most people, my favorite story is like, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and one of the stories, Arthur Dent is just stuck on some fucking primitive planet with like, basically cavemen that can barely do anything, and the guy's there for 5-10 years, and you can't help them progress technology-wise at all. He doesn't even know how to. He can't make a flint and steel. Like, how many millions of years of human evolution did it take just to make steel, to melt metal that wasn't slag, that wasn't iron ore, to actually melt steel, right? So like, it's like he's like so eventually it comes down to he doesn't know how to do anything. He can't teach them anything about anything. But he does know how to make like a sandwich. So he figures out like how to like find the right grain in the area, beat it into flour, turn that into like dough, turn that into bread, find a local animal, slaughter it, cut the meat perfectly. You know what I mean? Like so eventually they have a perfect sandwich. And that's the only thing he can bring from like millions of years evolution is like how to make a sandwich. And the whole time it just cracks me up. It's like, yeah, that sounds about right.
That sounds about right.
It's like he's just like humming Yellow Submarine to himself.
Oh
like
jeez.
The only song he can remember is fucking Yellow Submarine or something.
That sounds absolutely terrible.
But it always makes you think of like some kind of story about a guy who goes back to like the 50s or 60s, and he doesn't know shit, but he knows songs. So all of a sudden, Purple Haze comes out 3 months before Hendrix writes it.
Yeah.
It's like Hendrix is kind of like looking at himself like, what the fuck? Like, that sounds like something I would make. And like this guy like makes the Beatles song before the Beatles do. And like, because he knows all the music and stuff, right? So he's just like this virtuoso in the studio, even though he's just remembering top 50s and 60s and 70s hits that he remembers. And then like he fucks up or something and like releases it at the exact same day as another band does or something, you know, when they catch it. But yeah, that kind of shit makes me think of like most people barely have one skill. Like, you know how to put together car parts, but if push came to shove and you were in
we're back to horses with me, dude.
If if you were in a pre-technological society, would you know how to set up a manufacturing plant to like melt the metal to
Absolutely.
build the parts? That's the hard part for me.
Right.
Like
Well,
I would know about
like,
combustion engine, but executing a full combustion engine, it'd be like huge and fucking crazy looking, and then eventually get smaller and smaller as you got your metal finer and finer.
It depends on what resources I have, right? So
Yeah.
it's like
Even like medieval, like you got steel, you got metal.
If I could keep the knowledge I have now, right? Remember, that's the key part of this is that you can keep the knowledge
Keep
you
your
have.
knowledge, yeah.
And because that's the thing, it's kind of a curse. There's the reason why I said that. It's because, you pointed it out, the whole like you'll just be seen as a crazy person on the streets, right?
Yeah, you'll just be like
if you just
maybe if you go back
slapping
to
it.
if you went back to medieval ages, they would keep you in a castle and you would just be the wizard.
Yeah.
Be like, bring me metal, bring me more like charcoal, bring me more fucking
Fucking
big fat
ash.
sheets of just wood. Yeah, bring me like, all these very crazy things to just make one piece of metal sheet that you could bend into a pipe. Now you have a pipe. So where do you
You're
go
gonna need a
from there?
lot more before you can
Dude,
do anything with that.
I think even you, I think it would take you 10 years of just trying to like gather the shit you needed to even put one small engine together.
I could absolutely put an engine together in the 1800s.
If you had a team of like 10 people melting metal and like a blacksmith team, if you had a blacksmith team, you're like, I need a cylinder. It's about 3 inches by 2 inches wide. I need 6 of those.
I could build a weed whacker engine like nothing because they're air cooled. It runs on shit gas. It runs on oil. It would be super easy for me to make something like that. It's just
what wizard team would you work with to even make the fuel though?
Oh, dude.
So
Department.
so here's the thing. So that's what I'm saying. Diesel engines and weed whackers are two strokes. That's the whole reason. Like that's why we keep them around so they can run anything. You can put anything flammable in them and they'll run. So I know I'd have to start with diesel. Now
you'd have to start with an alchemist to do a distillation, and you'd have to like get the crude. Well, there's no gas, there's no oil, there's nothing.
You don't have to. It's hydrocarbons. You know how many hydrocarbons already existed before? I could use cooking oil. I could use fucking anything. I could use my piss. If it's flammable, I can use it. That's why I'd have to start with a diesel. Now I would use that diesel to basically try to get gas engines or turbines and shit going. Now, if I made a turbine.
True.
I mean, I have to resist being hung first. Like I have to.
I know,
Jesus Christ.
First.
Dude, you know what? Actually, I would go hook up with Tesla and get the fucking Wi-Fi free energy going before the fucking government took it away, and probably get some hydro cars going too.
They had some crazy like Elmo's fire shit. So you're right. They had like rendered down beef tallow, strained and refined. That would just keep burning and burning like a very slick oil. Because remember they had like stories even back in the Roman days of like throwing buckets of Elmo's fire at people with shit that would just burn forever. That was definitely some petroleum. It might not have been oil-based petroleum products, but it was some kind of just hydrocarbon fucking extraction petroleum of some kind. You know what I mean? Whether it's naturally derived or what.
And that's what I want to do. Yeah. I would start off with a diesel, crude diesel, and then use the power, the actual electricity that I could generate from that. I would show them like very basic alternators, basic inverters, basic generators. And actually in that order, I would go from a generator, inverter, and then and capacitors, and just make batteries. I'd make very basic tech until I can build a fucking fleet of battery, like a whole thing of batteries. And then I bring in someone like, Nikola Tesla or whatever, because we're talking about the 1800s here.
Yeah.
So, like, when did the light bulb get? Because, like, they're gonna, like, I have to
late 1800s
time period here, because I can't just make You know what I mean? I can't make the battery before the light bulb or
I
any.
know. Yeah,
Or they're gonna
Yeah.
like. So that's the challenge. Is like how to not overleap till you get hung or imprisoned,
yeah, true.
or the government just locks you up somewhere and just makes you invent shit for them.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
because the further back in time, the significant more power they have to just like there is no record. Everything's on paper for so long. Like when were digital records really a thing? Like because we didn't have fingerprints until 1979, and even then it was like very rudimentary fingerprints. Like because the fingerprints you need everyone in town to know who's who. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a reference. So, like, because that was the very first way that the FBI started utilizing them is like because we didn't even know we had unique prints for a while, but then it became like, oh, well, we know of the 300 people in town, we know it's not these 299, right? You know what I mean? So it's like there's so much. But yeah, if I could pick it now, if we could go back before I was born, if you dropped me in another time period, realistically speaking, without me getting hung, I think I only go back to New York or just North US, maybe even Canada of 19, I'd say 1908, 07 at the most, before, if you wanted me to actually survive for any significant amount of time.
Any further back to that, it gets dicey.
Right, but like still have relative freedom of speech. You know what I mean? And like, and so, because the second that I start, because everything's cool till I start actually making shit. When one of these things starts working, they're gonna fuck. They're gonna. I better.
You could also imagine being around with your knowledge in like the 30s, talking to Howard Hughes, who's got a limited budget making airplanes and just trying to think about concepts of going fast. And you're like, what if we put this fin here? We make the back end of this craft flat. We fucking put a jet engine right here. Like you could basically build him a fucking prototype F6, or anything, F16 or something. Be like, hey, build this, sell it to the government, you know.
Dude, he would. He'd love me. Here's the other thing, though. I feel like if I did it in the 40s, or when we get into the 40s, they're gonna start having me work with the aliens.
Yeah, that's true. You would be at the Roswell site. If you were designing all the aircraft shit, you'd definitely be at the Roswell site.
They're not gonna know what other category to. You know what I mean? They're just gonna be like, well, clearly you know way more than any of these other humans. Like, we have to have you work with the ETs, and you're just going to be our middleman. Like, you're going to be the representative so they don't think we're all just apes with guns. Even though that's exactly what we are. But, like, you know, the guys who, S4, S2, which, I mean, I wouldn't mind, but, because here's my issue. I only give a fuck about pussy. I'm just trying to like catch some ass so I can like that would be. And you know what? I have a picture of this man. The original Booker T. He was a famous boxer in New York, and he beat everybody. And just to do it, I don't think he married him, but he would always have these white bitches with him everywhere he went. Like, he would show up to his fight with these white women just to piss off the white dudes, because he was always fighting white guys. And, you know, everything was about race back then. But yeah, they didn't even, and the thing is, he didn't even get mobbed on. Like, they didn't try to hang him or anything, because he could knock most of them out in one hit. You know, he was like early day Mike Tyson. And, but to me, can you think about the balls?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
To fucking in the middle of when Irish are getting spit on, when Italians are getting spit on.
Oh yeah, fuck the Irish.
And you're a black guy in the late 1800s, early 1900s, with 2 white women. 2.
Yeah, that shit don't typically fly. According to history, is what they told us, but who knows?
I would have thought he would have been shot on accident in
But
the
yeah.
first week of trying to do that, or just attempting. Like, dude, that guy just. That's why I had his picture made. It's just, I was like, dude, this is like the bravest. This guy has the most balls of anybody I've ever heard. Period. Like, I know there's like plenty of war stories and Medal of Honor recipients and everything. They're awesome. But, I mean, the real enemy's always been at home anyway. And to do the most ballsy thing you possibly can relative. Because he didn't even know, like, for all he knew, it was just going to be like that forever. You know? Like, their progress was never going to be made. You know? And, yeah, I don't know. It's just nuts to me. And then, but yeah, I think I could go back to 1907 without being hung. That's about as far back as I can. I don't think I'd be able to do anything in the 1800s.
Now, unless you were like working in Tesla's office or working with Edison or like in the city, you know.
Right. I would have to be. Well, I was gonna say I'd have to be in the UK. You know, they abolished slavery a lot sooner, and but yeah, you'd either have to be the UK or Canada or North US. North US would be dangerous, but I would want the US to win, obviously, any kind of technological war. Because think about, you remember, I don't know if you knew about this, but the reason why the Germans, or why the Russians had jet engines is because of a pool game that the British lost. And they ended up getting a Hawker Hunter prototype, not prototype, but like engine layout. And that's what they used to put into the MiGs and the Yak, the early Yaks, like I think the Yak 7 and the Yak 9, and the MiG 9. But yeah, the Russians got that engine through their spy program. Because they happened to get all the engineers out of paperclip that were like they just didn't get any. They got rocket guys. They got plenty of good rocket engineers, but they didn't get any that worked on turbines. So they had to steal the turbine information. But what I'm saying is that I would want to stop that because I always wanted to know what that would have turned out like if we were the only ones, like only the Allies had jet engines.
Yeah, that'd be super interesting.
I always wanted to see that. Like, if that pool game was never lost, or those spies weren't that reckless, like, if the Russians only had props and we had jet engines. Because here's the other piece, right? You remember, like, MiG-23, right? And the Foxbat, the MiG-31. Like, our Air Force is only so great because we had to make things that incredible to compete with what we thought they had. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If the Russians weren't so good, we would have never had a reason to keep advancing our shit or ever gotten funding for it. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Although I know the characteristics of an F-22 Rubber Raptor, there may never be a reason to make the Raptor in that kind of alternate history. So then it's like, what would we make? Would we make like crazy fast turboprops? Or would we make jets, but like the F-16 would be as good as we ever got? Like, and then we would look at the F-16 like it's fucking godlike, which I guess it would be. But, you know what I mean? Like, how would that shape everything else?
Yeah. True.
Yeah, how far back do you think you could go without being hung or considered a witch?
No, fucking, as soon as you started doing anything worthwhile, it'd be fucking getting pretty bad. So,
I would say, just before you answer, I'm gonna give you 1845, 46.
What I think would be the most interesting is going back to like straight Dark Ages, where it's like there was probably higher technology before that, but then they fell down. Reading was at its lowest. They hadn't invented the printing press yet. Knowledge wasn't getting transferred very much unless it was the Vatican or you were a king, you know. And then just going to like a fucking Hodum village, dealing with that level of people where it's just like
Everything smells like piss and cat piss.
everything just like smells like ass. They don't
Yeah.
even have basic sanitation or like aqueducts or you know what I mean. Like even Roman.
The Romans
aqueducts
make you
aren't-
use that like spongy stick to wipe your ass. It's fucking bogus,
Yeah.
dude. Everybody smells like butter and fucking like olive oil.
That'd be the most innovative time I think to be able to like bust some shit out. You know.
Oh, the
Going
Greek?
back to,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
1800, so you're like, you're halfway to, you've got like Samuel Clements, you got electricity already kicking off in Philadelphia and New York, gas lamps are going, so you could have a pretty significant impact, but
If you went back into medieval, what location?
oh, just like, you know, England or something.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm just thinking some like English fucking just shitty King Arthur kind of castle. And you're just like, no, I swear to God, fucking, it's called penicillin. It makes you feel better. Shit like that, you know. Just letting mold grow on bread and be like, see that white stuff? We can liquidize it, put it into a vial or a bottle, and then, or something, and then burn it down and make it a pill, and you eat that. And then you get a little bit sick, but then that keeps you from getting a lot sick. So you could do like, if you could figure out like, anytime in history the nitrogen cycle from that Russian guy, the same guy that invented the fucking mustard gas and killed everybody, got a Nobel Prize.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't he get a Peace Prize? Because
he got
the initial purpose.
Yeah, because he got the Peace Prize for just like kind of inventing the just nitrogen cycle with farming, like having to put nitrogen into the ground and then you get food back out of it. He was the first guy to like figure that out, like how farming actually works, you know. And he got a Peace Prize for that, but he also invented like the most deadly fucking mustard gas of World War One, and a bunch of chemicals they used in concentration camps and whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Same with Bayer, dude. Bayer got all their money fucking selling off Jews out of the fucking right out of Dachau. You know what I mean? For like testing. That's Bayer. You good old aspirin Bayer.
ICBM or not ICBM, but what was the computer company? They did the stamps for the arms. Was that ICBM?
No, that's a missile.
Oh yeah. No, what am I trying to think?
IBM?
I don't know. Some company that's famous. They did the stamps on the arms.
Oh, they're the ones who sewed up all the, or who threw the seamstress behind the.
No, they did the
stars.
stamps on for the Jews.
Yeah,
the camps.
The stars.
Yeah. Well, I don't know
Stars
about the
and
stars. Didn't they like barcode them? Or some shit?
No, they had like stars. They had like yellow.
Well, that's what you would when you were in public still, I thought. If you were at the camp, you were way beyond that.
Dude, but imagine like, if you're in 1908, you could just like write a letter to somebody and be like, there's just gonna be this artist guy. He's gonna have smoldering blue eyes and dark hair. He's gonna fucking start yelling a bunch of shit after World War I. Do not let him take power. Whatever you do, don't let that guy take power. But it'd be interesting, like, dude, but then if you came back, you'd come back to an America that never went to World War II, never went into manufacturing overall, never became the powerhouse. So imagine coming back and America's just like kind of a shithole Slovakia kind of place. It's just kind of like
they're just existing.
Looking. Yeah, it's just barely existing.
There's
it's
no
not
reason
great.
for innovation.
Yeah, there's no innovation. No one invented a fucking personal computer. No one invented an iPhone. Rock and roll never happened. You know what I mean? Like that'd be interesting. Alternate universe coming back to America never had the threat of World War II, so never became a world power. NATO never got formed. America never kicked it off. You know what I mean? In the same fashion. That'd be very interesting.
Fuck.
It would just be a pussy country. Like you come back and it'd be like, oh fuck, everyone's a bunch of pussies. It's like just like kind of Canada, but worse.
Oh no! Did you
Like,
guys see
imagine
those
mixing, like-
memes of Trump saying we're gonna take Canada?
It's like a mix between Canada and Kazakhstan. You know, like Korea used to look nice in the 80s when they were like innovating, and they haven't done shit. So it's just kind of like meh. Much countries are just kind of like meh. That'd be
They
like,
really are.
yeah,
And I'm like,
pretty
what are
meh.
you so proud about? Y'all
Just
fucking
been
great.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all just exist.
Yeah, you just been there
Like-
for 800 years. So
Right.
you know,
And I'm like, what's the culture? Like Ireland. Like I was watching some shit about Ireland or no Scotland, and it's just a bunch of people with sheep that just live out, they live fuck out there.
Yeah,
That's
they're
all
just
they do.
They're the leftovers that didn't get raped and killed by Vikings 1,000 years
Oh
ago.
my god, that's the reason.
In reality, that's the reality of it. Like they're what's left from the pussies that didn't go save the village when the Vikings showed up.
Oh,
In the big essence of things, you know.
that makes
Because
sense.
any strong fucking man of the town, man of the family would have gone out to defend the fucking village from the Vikings and gotten fucking slaughtered. And then his family gets raped, and now the women are tall, beautiful,
Norwegian.
blonde. Yeah,
Yeah.
Norwegian looking, because they're all fucking been raped up by the Vikings. And you
Yeah.
got, you know, so you still get strong blood, but it's not Scottish blood, you know,
Right.
coming in. That's interesting.
You literally just get raped out of existence.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I wonder
That's
how
crazy.
many. So
That's
basically,
happened since the
all
dawn
of
of
the
time. That's
countries-
been happening.
all
Yeah.
the countries left are really just the ones that rape the most.
Raped the best and raped the most. Yes. And that's why so many Asians.
Hell
look
yeah,
Asian,
brother.
'cause, like Genghis Khan could rape the best and rape the most. And that's it. It's so funny if you fucking. It's like deep down, that is part of human evolution of like which tribes survived in the fucking whatever the savannas of nothingness and which tribes didn't. It's like the ones that could pass on their genes, you know.
Right.
It's fucking wild. And in that we got so many different individualistic races across the world is pretty fucking impressive, to be honest. That there's hundreds and hundreds of individual looking peoples out there that have their own like slight genetic differences and shit is pretty impressive.
With no mass crossbreeding.
Well, yeah, that there wasn't just like the super raper, like Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan level, but 100,000 years ago, you know. So like,
Yeah.
the flood that happened 12,000 years ago really separated people out a bit to chill. It's almost like nature chilled out humanity by flooding out the earth, fucking separating out everybody. Saying like, well, let's kind of calm. Because I bet you it was on its path to homogenization. One master fucking rapist fucking Genghis Khan fuck that was about to genetically dominate the entire species.
So I always wondered why we don't. Like, I guess those, like in Mother Nature, yeah, I mean, that makes sense that, like, either fires, floods, or hurricanes, or shit like that, that can, because there's nothing that Genghis could have done about a hurricane, you know, if he was closer to the water and everything, you know what I mean? Like, it's, or like the UK, like if the UK had a fucking, well, I guess maybe that's the only reason they were able to build up a population so big, is because they didn't have anything to kind of reset them like that.
There's little island cities. What's interesting is like Japan, UK, Australia, like the island, like, well, not Australia's fucking huge. It's its own continent, but
The Clinkets.
the kind of like the peoples that are set apart from the mainland are always like they're just like imagine just like being. Even Japan's almost just like a tribe of monkeys set apart from the rest of the mainland. Like what's going on over there? We got to figure it out. We got to go get that shit. Like they got something better than we do. It's classic like grass is greener on the other side. Shit. So it motivates them. It made Japan a conquering warlike peoples because like they're They're an island people. They have to expand if they want to like keep moving through time and like getting better and more whatever. They have to hit the mainland and rape and pillage, and it's just like kind of built into it. Like that's how they get better, is stealing knowledge, people, stuff, new textures, new materials, new tools, new ideas. They have to go out from their island to get that. So it's like it's very interesting. So that they have to be strong culturally for them to sustain in another world across the ocean there. That's very interesting.
Oh my gosh.
So this island cultures have always been ruthless, and that's why I feel like that's why England had took over the world.
Right.
They weren't any better than France. They weren't any better than fucking Germany
Spain.
or any of the other fucking European countries. They just had the paranoia of being an island.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna get attacked by France any second. Oh, we gotta build a fleet. Oh, we gotta build more ships. Oh, we gotta take over that place over there. Oh, we're fucking attack India. Just get that too. They were going fucking ham. They had more than half the known world under their European, their Great Britain banner. Very interesting. But I feel like they were just like Japan. They were fucking a paranoid culture because they're an island culture.
So then, do you think, I mean, well, technically, no, I guess you can't really count us as an island as far as mentality goes, just because I know we're physically connected, but, even on a continental level, do you think it's because we have, us in Russia and China, we have such vast room for vast population, and, do you think that because there's more people, more land, so communication becomes detrimental, right? Whether that's, by pigeon or smoke signals or whatever the fuck, communication becomes your first bottleneck when you have such a huge country. And, it's really hard to communicate in general. How to, you can't unify a continent. It's just too big.
Yeah. Especially back then when it was just carriers, messengers,
Right.
shit like that. Yeah.
Everything was so slow.
Yeah.
Do you think that's why? Do you think it's a combination of the paranoia and the communications efficiency? If you send a guy out on a horse, a message can actually get to everybody in the same day, versus you're gonna have to wait a month for that guy to travel across America.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel
you know what I mean? I feel like that's the main handicap. Nobody, you know what? Shane Gillis, I know you love this guy, but when he talked about how which I thought was hilarious, how the guys in the north had to be mad for 2 months while they walked down to Florida and walked down and still be mad that whole time. Which is crazy. They really were marching for hundreds of miles.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how they did that.
Yeah, even armies were hard to control, and you didn't have bases waiting for you at the edge of the thing with food and shit. You just had to basically take a village, kill everybody, take out everything they had. As an army, you would just take it over, rape all their women.
Hey!
And you had to keep moving because your army was a big hungry tornado just sucked everything up, and you had to keep it moving or it died. So you just fucking kept your army moving, keep sacking more cities, sacking more towns, take everything they have, take all their food. You don't give a fuck back then, dude. There's the loose morals of what we see of Christopher Columbus cutting off people's hands if they don't bring him enough gold and shit. That's child's play compared to all of their time in history. All other time before that, the whole village gets raped and killed. Take all your stuff. There's no mercy. There's no Geneva Convention. There's nothing, dude. There's fucking this tribe versus that tribe, this family versus that family, this kingdom versus that kingdom. They give no fucks, dude. The whole culture gets wiped out. The whole culture gets enslaved.
I got something for you, Ben. I got something for you. Do you
What?
think you could make anybody the superpower, the first superpower, if you create a Geneva Convention? Like, if you're the first one to create like a NATO agreement, right?
Yeah.
Like,
But
where it's just,
that's just like, you know, fucking Alexander the Great conquering and saying, you guys chill and listen to me after that. But there's no
Right.
like, there's no civilized getting together for like some kind of, you know, pact or accord or anything like that, unless you conquer them first and say
right,
this
but
is
that's what
how
I'm
we're
saying.
running it. Afterwards, you'd
If
have
you
to conquer.
capture them and you don't raid them, like
Yeah.
you just set the example, then and just show that it's possible. Like, you know what I mean?
To
Start the
capture
trend.
it. Yeah, not terrorize. Yeah.
Yeah, just like, hey,
Yeah.
we took out your army. That's what we were
Yeah.
targeting. We took out the army. We
Yeah.
just don't want you guys coming and fucking with our shit anymore. And then,
Yeah, probably so.
you know, whatever, leave someone in charge, a puppet or something. But it's, I feel like you could make the first superpower if you took methods we use, even since the 50s.
Yeah, but fucking, like, there's been huge, like, even massive technological, because, dude, they've had, like ballistas and catapults and shit for thousands of years. Like, fucking, Kipper, what's some of the oldest stories? Like, the people breaking out of slavery, you know, leaders taking them into the mountains and shit. You know, we're talking about, like, Old Testament
Oh,
stories.
Kipper Snicky?
Fucking Kipper Snicket. He knows about the shit. He gets trained.
What do you know about the people in the mountain? The people in the hills have eyes?
The oldest stories, dude, is against technology, people escaping massive fucking slave revolts.
The story is
Uh,
that's me, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like old fucking like people just like going across the deserts for days. Fucking Abraham's people.
The tribes of Abraham? What?
Yeah, like old Sodom and Gomorrah shit. Like back in the day, Babylon. Fucking Mesopotamia. You know, before all that fucking shenanigans. Very interesting shit. But yeah, I think these guys had massive technological advantages against each other sometimes, but it didn't matter in some instances, and the technological society got wiped, you know? Like, where's all the Atlantis people? They got wiped. Where's all fucking high technology Greeks? They got wiped. So, I don't know. Sand peoples came in and fucking took everybody out.
Yeah.
What the hell are you watching, Kipper?
Oh, you can hear it. It's a really low.
Damn.
What's your mic's, I think, on a different mic, or it's up on your head or something. You sound far away, and like it's just some kind of room mic.
Oh, it's on my fucking.
There you go. I don't know why it was on my controller.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
That's weird. How's everybody doing? Late night, yeah.
Are we doing late night? I'm fucking balling, dude. I'm addicted to this game. I'm getting so much fucking dopamine from it, dude.
BALLIONAIRE.
Yeah.